Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. My name is Uchenna.
And I'm Dior.
So, welcome back to another episode. And this episode, we are going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 3. But as you can see, we're missing someone. IG had a very important meeting with her son's girlfriend's parents.
We have to get her to talk about it on the Married at First Sight episode this week.
So we want to wish her luck, that it all goes well.
Yeah.
Okay. So this episode started off with Robyn sleeping in bed and Juan getting upset because she was going to wait to wake up her younger son 3 minutes before class started. So he ain't washing his face, he ain't brushing his teeth
at all. No. He's not gonna be focused.
Right, not focused at all. And Juan was pretty upset, which I can understand, because if that's what she's supposed to do, then she should wake up her sons, you know. But if she's feeling depressed, you can understand why she's doing that. You know,
I wonder if they filmed that before they had the conversation last week.
Oh yeah, maybe.
This is the example, but right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, definitely. And the teacher even yelled at him. She was like, "Your mother needs to wait," because he must have ratted on his mom saying, "Yeah." So it was really quick. He must have, because the teacher said, "Your mother needs to wake up in time to wake you up because school is very important." She said something like that. So he must have said, "My mom just woke me up."
How old are her kids?
I think he looks like he might be 9, 10, something like that. So like 5th, 6th grade, so, and he was like rubbing his eyes awake.
Oh my God.
Woke so hopefully she
on time. Good.
Yeah, works her way through it. Yeah. So then the next part of it was Gizelle and Ashley meeting together and talking, and Ashley telling Gizelle what happened at Karen's party and kind of telling her how Mia's been acting. But, Gizelle didn't seem too bothered, and Mia seems kind of fake because she was been texting.
Ashley's so messy. Like, girl, go have your baby. Like, why are you stirring the pot?
Right.
I mean, maybe the producers told her to talk about it, but I mean, really.
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely. So, what they were filming, she said that Mia was texting her a happy Valentine's Day, which means they just filmed in February.
Yes.
Past February,
right? Yeah, because that's what the Karen's party was, a Valentine's Day party. The couple's party, it was for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So yeah, they must have just started this year.
Yeah. So so that was interesting. So she's gonna throw a little like baby party for her.
I really like it seems like the relationships that weren't necessarily there last season, like they're like rebuilding relationships, because I feel like a lot of them didn't really care for Ashley. And I don't know if it's because she's pregnant now or whatever, but it seems like they're reaching out to her more. She's had little meetups with everybody, so I do like that they're trying to form these relationships again. It is not so far not all catty.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Surprising, but like you said, that maybe it's because she's having a baby.
But she's still messy. So
she still has the energy to be messy. That is true. Yeah. So then we go to Robyn's warehouse, where she tells us that her business is taking off, which is great.
Yeah. And I know last time we talked about how we haven't like really looked into any of the ladies' products, but when they did the flashback of the reunion last season, when they talked about why her hats were so great, and she was like, they're satin lined, I'm like, maybe I should look into one of those hats.
Yeah, I mean, it's really smart.
If it's not like like an insane price. I might.
And
she looks really cute in them. So
yeah, she does. And there's like a ton of designs. I myself am just a plain no print type of baseball cap person. But like she had a lot of cute different designs. Yeah, I don't know what the cost is. I never looked it up ever. You know, so
I'll check it out. I'll let you know next.
Okay.
If I get one, I'll wear it on the show.
Yes. So then we also met Escala, her Ethiopian friend, and she's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. I hope that she's up. Well, when we saw the scenes for the, future shows, I think she's going to be on a little more. I like her, and she is beautiful.
Yeah.
She is beautiful.
Very, very done up. She came ready to be on TV. Yeah. That's for sure. But she's also a little messy because at the baby party, so while they were talking at the warehouse, Robyn had said that Karen likes to drink a lot. Do you remember hearing her say that while Escala and Wendy was there? And then at the baby party, Escala said, so Karen, I hear that you like to drink a lot.
I did not hear that. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was like, damn, she is not being loyal to Robyn.
I must be a good friend because I may get you to tell me what somebody else told me by like asking other questions, but I'm not gonna call anybody out.
Right, I know, I was surprised too. And then Karen was like, no, that's not right. You should not be calling anybody a drunk. And yes, I do. When I'm having a party, I like to call my friends. I was like, girl, you're drunk dialing. For sure. So that was interesting.
And then Wendy came. She came to the warehouse.
Yeah.
She had what kind of shoes did she have on? She had some heels on too. Right. Wendy, I feel like I'm just not feeling her this season because she's
definitely changed.
I
still like Wendy. she is different. And then Robyn was like, the old Wendy would have called Karen out for not, for what she was saying about Gizelle. But this Wendy didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, that's true. I wonder why. But then the next scene was Wendy and Karen having lunch and talking about the business. So it seems like she's being super nice to Karen, so Karen will help her with her home essential lines,
So I know Karen has the beauty or
the perfume.
Oh, okay. She had perfume and then she has the wigs.
Right.
But like, is she like well known for being an entrepreneur or like why?
I think because Madame I think it's really successful.
Really? Okay.
I think so. So maybe that's why. That's the only reason. Because I don't think she ever did anything before.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
But I know like they did the flashback to the reunion where she was explaining why she thought that her and Karen's relationship wasn't that good. And she says because she wasn't like, she hadn't leaned on her for anything or she didn't need her for anything. And I was just like, but what does Karen, like I was confused because I'm like, what does she have to offer?
Remember how she was like that with Ashley, as she wanted Ashley to, and Ashley and the other girl, Katie, how she wanted, I think it was Katie, how she wanted them to look up to her and all that other stuff. I guess because she's the grande dame or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. Gizelle said she gave her that day.
I saw that. I watch what's happening live.
Yes.
She did say that. And she did. I remember but she was making fun of her. But then she turned it into her perfume line.
Yeah.
So, and it must be doing well because, or maybe, who knows, it's everything's smoke and mirrors. But Karen, when she went to visit Candace, she was driving a Maserati. But it was probably rented.
Especially with Karen, you never know. Like
you never know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So in that scene when they were together, that's when I first noticed what you guys were saying about Wendy's face.
Yeah.
Because it was like a little, like it's more
Puffy.
full. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, she did get something done to her face.
Yeah, she's got some fillers done, which I didn't think she needed to do at all. But I guess everyone wants to do something with their face, you know.
Yeah.
So what did you think about Candace's and Karen's meeting at Candace's house? Do you think Karen was being sincere?
I mean, I don't even think sincere is a word we can use with Karen. You just don't know. She seems like one of those people to me who just really wants people to like her or need her or so, but to me it always comes off as insincere. Like, you know, she'll be fighting with somebody and then she'll like say, but I really care about them. And I'm just like, girl, no.
Yeah.
Like, even with Gizelle, like she'll, even though they're feuding right now, like next thing you'll know, she'll be saying like, oh, but I knew her for decades and this hurts me so bad. And I just don't, she's not believable to me. I just like her relationship with Ray. I don't believe. And then she talked about, I don't even know if this is the same. No, it's not even the same scene. But she talked about getting a pole. Like she wanted to get a pole.
Like, girl, please.
I'm like,
you can barely walk up the stairs.
This.
Yeah, and now you're talking about pole dancing. Yeah. I wonder what she fed Ray to be on the show as much as he has this season. Because usually you only see him for 5 seconds.
Yeah, she's done like a podcast or something, right? And he was on there with her. He was like bowing and
I know.
I don't know.
He's giving some happy pills. She's smashing it in his food.
We had to investigate that.
Yes.
Something's going on because he was miserable last season.
Oh every other season. I don't know what happened. Maybe because she's making money. I have no idea, but it is bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they go to the baby get together for Ashley.
Yeah,
baby pampering.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the idea sounded really nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was just, I don't know. It just didn't seem to be put together well.
No,
like
it was just meeting up at the spa.
That's yeah.
It wasn't kind of some yellow balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, it's yellow because you're our sunshine." And I was just like, "What are y'all doing?" I mean,
I know. And Candace was like, yeah. I don't think they're getting along yet. Her and Ashley, I don't think they made up yet.
But I really like that Candace is just being like mature and she didn't, because I think she was having issues with Karen and Ashley, but she's able to be in their presence and not start anything. So I really like the maturity that is on her this season and like even last season. But I really like that about her.
Yeah. Well, going back to the beginning of the episode, Candace's husband does not seem happy, right?
I wasn't paying attention, but in the past episodes, I did kind of notice, like the one where Gizelle came over and he was like, she asked for some food or something, and he was like serving her or whatever. But I mean, he's not working. I mean, he's our manager, so I mean, I think that could probably contribute to it, like, because of course people might make it seem like it's their choice that they sold their business or they don't, that they're not working and they're happy because they don't want to tell people the truth. But I feel like there's probably something else going on under that.
I agree with him.
And then if they just bought a new house, and so if there's any money issues, his children are there, like who knows? But
who knows?
Yeah.
So what is Candace doing for money? Like, is she still selling the hair extensions? Like, is she doing a lot of like?
I didn't know she was doing hair
advertising.
She's acting. I don't know if it's a
But that she ain't getting paid much for that. So I just wonder how they were able to buy the house. Is she doing appearances, like endorsements, or maybe they did
making
sell
an album, or well, yeah, she said the restaurant did help them buy the house. Maybe their mom is helping, or her mom is helping.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know,
because I'm not even sure what she did for work in the beginning when she first came on the show.
I was talking about her hair business.
Oh, okay.
Remember, her and her sister were selling hair online.
And I didn't know she had a sister.
Yeah, her sister they had a whole bunch of hair laid out. And they were talking about showing the hair and talking about the business, complaining about their mother. But this was the first season, so I just wonder like what she's doing.
I'm gonna investigate and I'll come back next episode with details. I'm making my little list of things to investigate. But yeah, so at the baby shower or baby pamper, they get into who brought up the thing between Mia and Gizelle.
Well, Mia and Gizelle. Oh, so
what did you say about Gizelle?
Yeah, Karen was like, how are you and Wendy doing? Did you guys patch everything up? So her and Mia hadn't even talked since that her party, so they're not that tight at all. Right? Yeah. So, and then Mia was like, well, Wendy's here, let's go ahead and ask her. And so they sat right next to each other, and then that's how it got brought up,
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and then they started arguing.
Yeah, and so that's another, like, that's when I'm like, I'm not really sure how I feel about Wendy, because I mean, she was just like so upset. I just feel like, was she adding the extra drama? Because I didn't think it was anything to be like all up in arms about.
Yeah, I think she was just mad that she said, "What are you gonna do about it?" And she felt disrespected, and so I think that's why she was still upset about it. And then they sat down next to each other, and then Mia started waving her hands again when she was talking.
Okay.
And then I think that kind of set Wendy off. But maybe there's something about Mia that she just doesn't like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she just started last season, right? So it's kind of probably that competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she's still pretty new to the cast.
Right. Yeah.
So it may just be like, just competing for who's the best new girl or whatever.
Yeah. And then Mia had said something like, when Eddie first met her, he couldn't look her in the eye because she was so beautiful. I mean, I don't think she's pretty.
She looked even older to me today when she was getting that facial. I was like, ooh.
I mean, I can see why people think she's attractive, but for me, her features, her skin, she has a crater face, so she must have had like really bad acne when she was young. And
I thought about Eddie, I thought she was just saying that I didn't know if she was saying that she was so beautiful, and that's why I thought she was just trying to point out how he was kind of being controlled by Wendy, because remember she brought up how, well, she didn't bring it up, they showed the flashback of when he had changed his answer about who he's attracted to, because Wendy said, I know he's not attracted to anybody here, when maybe he is, so I think she was just saying, like, he was probably trying to avoid contact, eye contact,
you're probably
right. Have any problems at home.
Yeah, you're right.
Which it kind of seems like,
there might be a problem.
Yeah. And I think there's something is going to come up later in this
right.
season.
Yeah, Gizelle starts talking, being messy. Giselle's number one messy person. She's the messiest. Then Ashley, then Karen. Yeah, but we forgot to talk about Mia's childhood.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So she grew up in foster care, right? And her mom was a drug addict.
Yeah, her mom and her
I didn't want to put that on her because
yeah, no, that's what she said. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she grew up in foster care. So, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess we don't really know a lot about her. So she's telling us this, in the beginning. So I guess it kind of sets the tone for like how she is and maybe some of the other things that come up about her in her life, like her stripper.
She finally admitted that. Yeah. And then she was like, we wore gowns and we didn't have to take our clothes off.
It's like, girl,
she's like, it was a high-end restaurant. Most strip clubs serve food, so that
she said 5-star, a 5-star restaurant. I was like, where did they get that?
Okay. And and Ashley was just right, girl. No one is going to marry you if you're just walking around in a gown. You were doing some other stuff.
It was but I'm like, so when were you? She must, because she's been married before, so she must have been stripping after her first marriage, and after she already had a child,
probably.
Just
I think so. But she probably needed the money. Like from watching that TV show,
the
poll. Yeah, I think from what they said, once you start that life, it is hard to leave it and stay gone, because a lot of them will leave and then come back, leave and then come back, because it's the money pulls you back. So you're not going to get paid.
She was stripping probably before she even got married the first time.
Right. Had a baby, was married. Once they divorced, she didn't have anything else, and then she had to start stripping again. And then she met G. So I think that's probably what happened. And no one's gonna give you a lot of money for walking around in a gown. She was stripping, so
it just sounds crazy. I mean, like, did she at home think about how she could make this story sound okay? I'm a stripper, or she called herself an escort. Once Gizelle said that sounds like an escort, she was like, yeah.
Oh, she said, yeah?
And then I was just like, to me, escort, to me, I always thought it was like a nice word for a prostitute.
Well, it's the high-end prostitute is what an escort is. So maybe she didn't know what an escort means. Yeah.
I don't know, but she said, they just pay her to talk and eat 5-star food, I guess.
Food, right, yeah.
Maybe they have a poll. I'm just like, this sounds crazy. Like, give us the name of this gentleman's club so we can do some research and check.
So did you think that Wendy was being out of pocket the way that she was coming she was coming after Mia?
I mean, I just felt like she was trying to make herself like relevant. I don't know. Maybe it's just because, I don't know, just the way she's been acting since she got her body done. So maybe I'm just seeing her in a different light and I'm just critical of it. But I don't know.
Well, I remember last season, Wendy would argue at a drop of the hat. So she,
I think I just probably don't recall very much from last season.
Yeah. But I thought it was for both of them, it was a bit much. And then when she said that thing about her getting her vagina surgery, it was a low blow. But once you reveal information like that to total strangers, it leaves you wide open, to people throwing that back at your face.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. So
she's gonna learn. She's gonna learn real soon.
Yeah, but I thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was. And I, like I see that in the future we're gonna have, more interactions with some of the ladies and more drama. So, I guess if people are not, into this like mellow season of, the beginning, once the drama and the mess comes up, you guys will be entertained. But I kind of like seeing the
but I think
for the most part like this.
Yeah, I don't think it always has to be fighting and arguing. But it is interesting to get to know them better, personally, without a fighting. Like, we're learning about Robyn's issue, which I think is great, and about the success of her hat business. So I think it doesn't always have to be drama, but I do love the drama. So I think it just has to be a good balance, because last season there was a lot of drama.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah, I definitely want to see them develop themselves more. Let's find out what Candace is doing as a career. Let's actually be a mom to two. So yeah, like I'm really excited to. Oh, let's go back to just Ashley and Gizelle's brunch, because I forgot that she brought up the thing about Michael, like, and was she afraid about, of him, postpartum, like, did she think he was going to mess up again? And I was just like, is that something like you bring up to someone like a week before they're about to have their second child? Like, that had to have been a very traumatic time for her to go through that. Your first child, your husband's, doing God knows what, and it's out in the public, and to like have someone bring that up, like, I just felt it was so inappropriate.
It was, but that's Gizelle. She doesn't care.
I wish her well, Ashley well. She said she thinks she was, she said she was due that Saturday.
Right, yeah.
So they went to get spot treatment. Yeah, she didn't have too much longer, so.
Yeah. And then she has 2 boys, right? Yeah, she has another boy.
Oh, yeah.
So next week should be good. And I am glad, like you said, that Scala's going to be in the mix more, which is strange because they usually never have 2 new friends. Usually it's just one.
Yeah, I didn't even really remember them having any friends, except for, I guess, Katie. Was she a friend?
Well, Katie was a friend, yeah. But I think that Mia is like a full-time cast member, but they usually don't introduce 2 people in one season.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually just one person.
Yeah, I'm glad that they have her on there, and I hope she can get in there a little more. She has children.
So she just had a baby.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
A Scala? Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, so that's good. I think she'll fit in well.
Yeah,
but I was surprised that Gizelle didn't know her, because when she came into the baby shower thing, she introduced herself. So I'm like, well, so maybe it's one of those like, oh, she's coming in through Robyn, but maybe Robyn doesn't know her too well. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. All right, so that was good, and we kept to time for the first time probably ever. We're getting better, because the last filming we did
was an hour. I mean, it was Married at First Sight.
That's right. It was a 3-hour episode.
Yeah. So we'll get better on those.
Right. Well, 20 minutes per hour. That's standard.
But yes, guys, we will see you later this week for Married at First Sight. So don't forget to join us. Okay.
And so, Love is Blind will be airing soon. I think the 28th it starts, or something like that, on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be, I think we'll be talking about that too. Yeah. It's much shorter, because I think like Netflix releases like 2 or 3 episodes at a time.
Oh, that'd be
I think that's what they do. Yeah. So we'll be able to talk about that. Hopefully, if we have time.
Yeah, that'd be good if we could watch a set of episodes and then discuss it. Yeah, I like that show.
Yeah, me too. I really loved the first season. That was really good.
But yeah, so follow us on Instagram at The Real on the Real. And don't forget to comment below, like, and subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell.
Yes.
Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.